Hi everyone, Vincent here. I just wanted to drop you a quick podcast. It's not even going to be an official one, but one I just want to get out to everybody because I've had 3 major updates of 3 success stories within a very short period of time. And I thought it could be helpful for the rest of you to hear about the progress of these 3 different situations. They are at different stages, but they are all what you could refer to as success stories. Now look, I always stress to say, there is no 100% guaranteed way to get your ex back. Nobody can promise you this. No way can anybody guarantee you success. But I do strongly believe that I can increase the chance of your success. And I base this upon many years of experience and research. That is what I base my theories on. And I strongly believe that I can increase your chance of success. I can't guarantee it, but as you're going to see through today's mini podcast, I'm going to be explaining to you the 3 different updates from 3 different situations that I have had very recent updates on. Literally within the last week, I've heard updates on all of these scenarios. So I thought it'd be a wonderful time to just let all of you know. Now, like I said, nobody can guarantee success. But even if you don't get your ex back, I believe that my principles and theories will put you in the best possible position to potentially find somebody even better than your ex. So it really is win-win. You know, you will either get your ex back or you can find somebody even better later down the line if you live the way that I suggest. And I strongly believe this because it, in essence, pushes you to become the best version of yourself, a version 2.0. And if you grow yourself as a person, if you become more skilled, if you become a version 2.0, then you do grow your attraction net. That means the net you put out into the world is larger than the net you had before. Now, if you think about it, when you attracted your ex, you had a smaller net, as I would refer it. You had a smaller attraction net, the version 1. If you grow to become a version 2.0, your attraction net is larger. So then when you put it out into the world, you can attract people further out. You can attract people who are potentially further away from you at the time. People who maybe wouldn't have been attracted to you when you first actually got together with your ex. So that's my principle and my theory. If you attracted your ex as a version 1, then if you become a version 2.0, you stand a chance of attracting somebody even better. So like I said, I've got 3 different scenarios. I have been given updates on these all within the last week. So here we go. So scenario number 1, and the one which is kind of the least far down the line, you could say, but still nonetheless very, very exciting, is one of my current audio coaching clients has just had their ex reach out to them after being broken up with 15 months ago. 15 months ago. So as you can tell, this is months beyond a year. And the truth of the matter is, once it's been longer than a year, your chances of success do start to decrease. But as I would always say, never say never. Never say never, because you never know. And I've had many instances over the years. I've been a coach where I've seen dumpers reach out to dumpees after more than a year, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years and more. But your chances of success do diminish slowly but surely from the year mark. That's the reality. But my current audio coaching client, they have recently, as in the last few days, received a text from their ex after 15 months. So if you're in a position where you think, well, I've not heard from my ex in 3 weeks, I'm never going to hear from them again, look, you never ever know. I would never tell you to wait around, but 3 weeks or 3 months, it's still early days really. You know, I would say 6-7 months or so, that is kind of like the average amount of time that people might hear from their ex. But it can often be much later than that. And as you see from this story, 15 months. He's heard from his ex, and now there is a chance to try and grow this connection through the communication stage. We don't know, of course, how this is going to go, but it is progress. I would never tell you to wait around for your ex. You've got to move forward with your life, living your life to the full. But if you do this, you stand an excellent opportunity of intriguing them to reach out to you. So now let's get into the second situation, the second success story that I'm going to talk to you about today. And this one is a bit further down the line. So the first situation, as I've just described, was a reach out, a text message after 15 months. This is further down the line because another one of my current audio coaching clients is about to meet their ex for the first time in many months. So in the not too distant future, one of my current audio coaching clients is actually going to be meeting their ex. So they've gone beyond the communication stage and they have arranged to meet for the first time in many months. Now, again, we don't know how this is going to pan out. I'm very hopeful. And if you're listening to this, please remember what I said to you. Stay happy, carefree and fun. Remain relaxed. Remember your confidence and that you are the prize. If you're listening to this right now, I believe in you, believe in yourself, and I wish you the very best of luck, and I can't wait to hear the update. So this person, and again with all of these clients that I'm speaking about, I'm being very careful to protect their identity unless they would ever actually want to tell their story. I have had people on my podcast before who have actually spoke about their success stories and their situations. If any of them want to do that in the future, that would be wonderful. But for now, of course, I'm being very, very careful to protect their identity. So the first situation was about somebody receiving a text. The second situation has gone beyond that. This audio coaching client is now at the stage where they are about to meet their ex. Very, very exciting, and I can't wait to find out how it goes. Now, if you believe that I could help you in growing as a person, increasing your chance of getting your ex back, helping you through breakup recovery, or maybe you want to try to find somebody new in your life and you want life coaching, then perhaps you may want to consider my audio coaching service, just as the people we're speaking about today have already done. If you would like me to be your coach and your teammate, please go to my website, www.dateme.tips, for more information about my audio coaching service. So now let's get into the third and final situation I'm going to be talking about today, and this is the most exciting. Like I said, there is almost a sliding scale of how we are going through this. So the first person received a text, the second person is meeting for the first time in many months. And now this person, well, this is all based on a message I received today because I actually last gave them audio coaching many months ago. You know, I was their coach for, I think it would have probably been 5 or 6 months if I remember rightly. But our coaching course came to an end towards the end of last year. It might have even crept into this year. It was December, January time. And at that moment, they had got their ex back. They had found the success that they wanted, and they decided at that stage to move forward on their own beyond my audio coaching course. And that is wonderful. I'm so happy for them. Now, often when people finish with my audio coaching, I don't hear from them again because they move off into the sunset, and that is absolutely fine. But when I do sometimes get an update from someone, it is so nice to read how they're getting on. And literally today, I received a text message from this former audio coaching client who I last spoke to in December, January time, after I'd been coaching them for, I think it was 5 or 6 months, maybe 4, 5, 6 months. And they'd got their ex back at that point. And I was told within this message they sent me that them and their now current partner, no longer their ex, their current partner, are discussing getting married. I mean, how incredible is that? How amazing is that to hear? I'm so excited. I'm so delighted and over the moon to hear this. And if you're listening to this right now, I really, really wish you the best of luck on your journey into marriage, if that is the way you decide to go. Now, you're only discussing it right now, but I really hope it happens. And please give me future updates. You know, I replied to you, so you know you've got that message anyway. But for the benefit of everybody listening, this is the situation. They are discussing getting married after they'd broken up. You know, this time last year, they were both single. By the end of the year, they'd got back together. And now, halfway through 2023, they are discussing getting married. It's the most wonderful thing to hear. And I truly hope it goes as well in the future as it obviously has in the first 6 months of this year. It's great to have all of these success stories, from receiving a text to preparing a meet to potentially getting married. This can happen. It is possible. You can get your ex back. Not all of you will. Not all of you should even want to. Not all of you would even be happy in the end if you did, because some of you can find better options, and some of you might not get your ex back even if you want to, but you can and will find somebody even better if you keep growing. So here's some success stories. Enjoy the success. Hopefully you will get the success that you desire. But if it is you want to get your ex back, and if you don't manage to do it, Please don't be scared, because I have just as many success stories of people who found somebody even better in comparison to deciding to try and reconnect with an ex. Sometimes it's the dumpee who actually decides against it. Sometimes they receive contact from their ex and then they decide, you know what, I don't even want to go down this path. So stay positive, stay focused on you, believe in yourself, and remember that with or without your ex, you will have a positive future.